Hi guys, welcome back to my channel again. It's your girl Mama Stula here, and today I want to review the IHS fee for applying for a global talent visa. As of now, I did a video some time ago on how much I spent in my time when I applied in April. I applied 12th of April last year, yes, if my memory serves me right. And a lot of things have changed. I think this new one was effected on the 6th of February, just some days ago. And somebody drew my attention to it this morning, and boy, even me, I'll put my mouth shut. But today I want to go over them. So if somebody has seen my old video, they should all refer back to my new video to get the actual update. And again, these things are online. They're right on the UKVI website, and everything I'm going to be reading here today is going to be coming from UKVI website. So as at the time I applied, IHS was 600 plus 624, yeah, was just £624 last year up until early this year. If I'm right, the new one just started 6th of February, and I'm going to just be reading straight from UKVI website, which is something you can also access. Just type IHS fee. Anything you want to do regarding any information on UK, just go to the official UKVI website, because that's where I'm going to be reading from. And don't let people deceive you and collect your money for nothing. So like I said, when I applied, it was just £624, but as of today it is £776 pounds per year for students, their dependents, and those on the youth mobility scheme. For example, £1,552 for a 2-year visa. So if you're coming to the UK via the student route, what you're paying is £776, but we're not talking about students today. And then again, it says £776 per visa and immigration applicants who are under the age of 18 at the time of application. But that's still not what we're coming to talk about today. Now, IHS fee for a year for every other visa and immigration applicant, global talent visa inclusive, is £1,035 as of today per year. So I'm going to read verbatim from what is here. £1,035 per year for all other visa and immigration applicants. For example, £3,105 for 3 years visa. Correct me if I'm wrong. So if you're coming under the skilled worker visa or the global talent visa or any other kind of visa except the ones I mentioned earlier, which is the student or the youth mobility scheme, what you're paying for IHS is £1,035 per year. Now when I paid my IHS, it was just 624, so I paid for 5 years, which amounted to £3,120. As of today, what you're going to pay for 5 years, because I applied for 5 years, what you're going to pay for 5 years is £5,175. That's a lot of money, even for somebody who is in the UK. So imagine somebody coming from Nigeria to apply for this visa. This is what you're going to pay. That's a lot of money. So and unfortunately the pound is going higher per day. It's increasing per day. It was almost 2,000 before it dropped, and then now it's rising again. As of this morning, I checked, if I want to send pounds from Nigeria, from UK to Nigeria, it's, as at the last time I checked this morning, it was £1,875 to £1. I'm not sure about this cost of sending back, so it should be about 1,900 now. And no, there's no telling. You can't really budget based on the current value of the pound to naira, because it's very, very unstable, if you get what I mean. And it's going to increase definitely by the time you want to apply. So I could give you a bill, say, of £500 now, and by the time you want to pay me £500 in naira, and let's say the naira equivalent as at the time I gave you the bill was 600,000 naira or 700,000 naira, hypothetically speaking, by the time you want to pay, it's not going to be the same amount again. It will increase. If luck is on your side, it might just fall on the day that it reduces small, but I don't see the reduction being anything significant or useful per se. So unfortunately, it's what it is. There is nothing anybody can do. And my advice has always been, if you qualify, if you think you qualify, please go ahead and apply. The rules are changing. The laws are not going to be in your favor all the time. We just hope it gets better. But within a space of less than a year, almost a year, but still less than a year, it's increased by almost 2,000. No, what am I saying? It's increased by about 2,000 plus, from 3,120 I paid in my time to 5,175. That's over 2,000, but slightly over 2,000. There's no telling what would happen again. And now that they're cutting net migration, and then students are really affected with the fact that they can't bring their dependents, students are no longer going to come as much as before. So they need to put this money somewhere. They need to make this money from other places. And where would they look at? It's going to most likely be other visas as part of it. Global Talent Visa is one of them. Skilled Worker Visa is another one. So if you are applying for Global Talent Visa now, the money you're going to spend is a lot more. And then the last person I applied for, so when I did mine, I paid £200 for a standard visa biometrics appointment, which is the cheapest one. And if my memory serves me right, whilst I was going through the the other visa application fees, the biometric fees, the priority one was about 500, yeah, and then the super priority, the one that comes out the same day or the same day, yes, or is it the next day? But the super priority, it was just £900. Yo, the last person I applied for paid, the standard was £900. The priority was oh dear, I can't really remember. I don't know if then there's one, I think the super priority was £2,000, and I'm like, what? So the thing is increasing. It's not in your favor. So whatever you want to do, if you feel like you want to apply, go for it. The prices are changing. The prices are becoming more ridiculous by the day. So go for it. That's all I came here to say now. See you in my next video. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for staying. If you're a new subscriber, watch my videos from the beginning. I talk about my life, my migration story, the process, and I'm so glad I documented it, because when I go back to my old videos, I just smile like, bruh, this is growth, man. This is growth. It's nice to see how I have evolved. It's nice to see how even my videos have evolved. It's nice to see how my skin has evolved. It's nice to see how everything about me has evolved from barely 2 years ago. If you don't get what they do for Nigeria, come out to it's a decision I am happy I made, and I would make it over and over again. It's not too rosy here, don't get me wrong. I mean, it is rosy, yes, yes, I do say so myself, but it's only rosy when you have a plan. I'll do another video on certain questions I've received lately. We need to have a heart-to-heart talk about this whole migration thing. It's not just about relocating. There's a lot of other things that come with relocating. There's a lot of mental preparation you need to do with regards to relocating. So we would need to have this heart-to-heart talk maybe on my next video. But for now, bye, and thanks for always coming. My name is Momo Stula. My Instagram handle is Momo Stula. If you want to reach out to me to ask me questions or anything of sort, please come to my Instagram. The ones I can answer on DM, I would answer. But again, I keep stressing, anything that has to do with Sheffield Hallam, please ask away. I will take my time to answer your questions. If I need to call you, I will call you. I don't charge a dime for it, as far as I know, even though the little things may have changed a little from just 2022 when I came and now. But whatever I can help you with, I will help you free of charge. You don't need to pay me any money. But anything that has to do with global talent visa, I'm afraid I charge for it. So don't come and make me feel bad, okay? So if you have any further questions, clarifications on global talent visa, come to my DM. And before coming to my DM, please read about it so you have an idea. Some persons don't even know what they're applying for. I've had somebody ask me if it's post-study. Like, the hell? You need to know what you're applying for before you come and approach me or anybody else for that matter. So the discussion would flow, and then you would also understand and comprehend better. There's a lot of information out there. In fact, so many persons have started coming with the fashion route. So it's not like before when I applied, when there was only one girl that had information. Now there is a lot of information out there. And then when you want to come to me or anybody else, do well to study the visa, at least have an idea, so you have specific questions you want to ask me. Somebody came and was like, how did you go about the global talent visa? How am I supposed to answer that kind of question? I applied. That's how I went about it. So you need to be specific on your questions, and you need to have an idea what you're asking. The global talent visa is not just fashion. There are different categories. You need to even know where you fall in first of, and then know what it entails so that you ask specific questions. So for now, this is the third time I'm saying bye, or fourth time. So bye for now, and I'll see you in my next video. Ciao, ciao.